and welcome to the Add an Item to Inventory eBay tutorial for laurelhouse.org. As you can see here, we have our sign-in screen ready for our eBay login. The username is laurelhouseonline@gmail.com, and the password here has been saved to this particular machine's keychain. The password will be controlled by the eBay manager, but for convenience, we suggest that you actually save it to the machine that you're going to be using the most for inventory management. So from here, we'll go ahead and click Sign In, which will bring us to our eBay homepage. Now, as you can see over here, this eBay account for this particular Gmail has been registered to Ms. Betsy Kilkenny. Under the username, the eBay username, laurelhouse_0. So that right there would be the alternative to putting in the Gmail address, but we just suggest that you use the Gmail address all the time. Now this option over here, My eBay, shows us a number of different options. We have our summary option, bids and offers, watch list, wish list, all list, purchase history, and selling. These first 6 options here in this drop-down menu are characterized by the purchase option inside of eBay. This would be if it was a private individual that was shopping for different items inside of eBay. What we want to do in this tutorial is go directly into selling. Now, once we click into the selling screen, basically what you see here is a dashboard. Okay, as you can see, we haven't sold anything, so we're already above standard. This area will be populated by the feedback that we get from our customers as they make purchases. And we've got a monthly selling limit of 10,000 items or $1 million per month, whichever comes first, right now with the status of our account. I don't imagine that we'll ever exceed that, but if we do, there will be a structured fee that goes on top of that, that comes with the cost of the account. Here you see selling reminders. This can be managed by the eBay manager to put things onto a schedule. We get a big enough product flow coming through and appearing on our eBay store. But for right now, we want to skip through all of these dashboard options and go down to choose the sell an item option under the sell menu. Now the first thing that eBay prompts us to do is to create a title for the item that we're going to be selling. So as you can see here, I've already got a pre-populated sample product description in document format for Word. Hopefully Word will be a program that the eBay manager is already familiar with, and a number of these files on the dedicated eBay machine will generate themselves over time when similar products require similar descriptions. This particular example is for a piece of women's jewelry. And as you can see here in the top line, we've got a brief description of exactly what the item is. And then we've assigned a stock number for it that we will track internally apart from eBay on a separate spreadsheet, which we've also created. But for right now, let's get started. We've got the title highlighted. We're going to copy the title and paste it into the new listing. Now, eBay is an intelligent enough system to actually determine the categories that you can see down here that the item will probably belong in given the description. So we're going to list it in fashion jewelry, necklaces and pendants, fashion jewelry, jewelry sets. So once we've got the item title inputted and the categories that the item will appear in inside of the eBay algorithm, we're going to click continue. Now, from here, under the description of the item, we need to enter its condition. Obviously, everything that we're going to put in is going to be pre-owned. So we select pre-owned. Here it's asking us for any defects, missing parts, scratches, or wear. For this example product, we actually don't have anything that would actually fit those descriptions. So we're going to continue on to add photos. Now these photos will be generated from usually either the person's smartphone that is actually inputting the new items into the inventory according to the process that we've got laid out. But for right now, we're going to go over to our Gmail, and we've already got some product images ready for our example. So I'm going to go ahead and download these. Okay. And as you can see, they have all appeared on the desktop of this machine. So I'm going to create a new folder I'm going to put in women's pendant. As the title of the folder. And then I'm going to select all of the pictures and move them into the folder. Now, when I come back to product images, I'm going to go into selling, create the listing, and then I'm going to go into the product uploader. So when I select photos, I will go to my desktop, the women's pendant folder I just created, and select all of those photos. So right now, the system is processing all of those photos, optimizing them for the eBay system, and preparing them to be displayed next to the listing. So we'll give it a second to do that. All right. So the best practice here is probably to upload no less than 4 to 5 pictures per item, and we've got something later on in the tutorial that we'll actually be able to show you that are it's the best equipment to actually use to input the photos. But for right now, we're just going to hit finish. Okay. And now you can see that eBay has populated this listing with all of the pictures that we've just uploaded. UPCs for us, not going to be a big deal because we actually don't categorize our items by UPC. Branding, if we have it, great. If not, it's okay too. Metal gives us a drop-down menu. For this one, we're going to go with, we're looking for gold-plated. All right, yellow gold filled. That'll work. Okay, main stones, not exactly sure what that is, so we're going to leave it blank. Color. Color is going to come in at blue. Material. The primary material is metal, so we're not going to put that in there. Main stone creation. We're going to put in simulated because we know that it's not an actual precious stone. Country, region, and manufacturer. If we know it, great. In this case, we don't. So we're just going to continue on to our details section. Now, again, in that product description document that we had that we said was going to build up in Microsoft Word, we're going to go back to that document and we're going to go ahead and highlight everything below the title. Okay. Again, we're going to copy, go back to eBay, and paste all of that information. Now, as you can see, eBay is smart enough to use the formatting that comes out of Microsoft Word and input it into the product description so that the customer can see it the same way that we've laid it out. So right here in the top section, oops, there we go. You can see that we've got it described as gently used and ready for a new home. We go over the color, the material, the length, pendant size, length, width, and weight. All of this doesn't have to be perfectly exact given the nature of our project here, but if we get a digital caliper, we'll be able to put that information in there lickety-split. Now, one of the suggestions that the project team has made is to include a note about the donor so that it personalizes the experience of purchase for the customer. Here we have a sampled note about the donor. Miss Angelina Mae Johnson has parted with this piece from her cherished collection as a gift to the many women returning to the working world after their struggle with domestic violence. She would like to thank you for your support of the Laurel House organization and hopes that you will continue to patronize the Laurel House retail outlets and online stores to continue to help those most in need aspiring to take their independent place in a brighter world. Can't stress enough these little personal touches on eBay. Giving the customer something that they can feel good about, knowing that they're purchasing something used, is usually a really, really good driver to get folks coming back to your online resources. Anyhow, here we've got a brief description of the delivery details, letting the customer know that it will be shipped by UPS and arrive within 5 to 7 business days. We've got a brief description of the return policy and a message from our director. Now, this is lifted directly from the laurelhouse.org website, but it could be anything that you guys like to have it say. Anyhow, right here, you have the option to preview or save a draft of the actual product. So right now, we're going to click preview and see how it's going to look to the customer. There we go. So here we have the landing image for our specific listing. Now, included in our title is the stock number that will be recorded on our stock inventory sheet that's been created in Excel. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now, this item is listed as occurring as part of a auction. Obviously, we're not limited to that with eBay. We can sell stuff for a set price. But as you can see here, as the customer hovers over the images, they're going to change so that they get a multilateral, multifaceted picture, an idea of how the product's actually going to look. So right now, looks like everything's okay with our listing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. And we're going to go down to the format and price box. Now, we have a choice here to sell it at auction. This is probably the best option for things that we think are very, very valuable, setting a base threshold price and hoping that it goes up from there with a bidding war. Or, for now, we're going to go with a fixed price. Okay. All right, so we're going to set our buy it now price at $29.99. Okay, we've only got one. And this is actually going to allow us right here to send best offers for consideration. Sometimes when an item is kind of in between classification as an auction item and classification as a buy it now item, you want to set up the ability to actually have a customer on the front facing side of eBay make you an offer for how much something is worth. For now, we're not going to do that. But we're going to move on. Our quantity is one item, because everything we get, most of the time is unique. And then we have the option here to donate a percentage of what we sell to charity. Okay? And here we're going to go select another nonprofit that we love. All right, so let's see if Laurel House is in the inventory. Nope, we're not in there. That's another project for another day. So we'll make sure that we take a note of that and actually get back and make sure that we're in eBay's inventory from that point forward. Okay, so select how we'll be paid. Now, we need to make sure that our PayPal account is linked to our eBay account. Right now, PayPal is our only option. So we're going to come down here and click Require Immediate Payment when a buyer uses Buy It Now. And since the only shipping option that we have is UPS, as per the description and as per our business processes, we're going to click Go here under UPS. Alrighty, so that brings us down to package details. Package or thick envelope, probably going to be a package or thick envelope. Right now we're going to do 18 by 12s. Our weight, let's go back and check it. Our weight is 0.031 kilograms. So we're going to click here, 1 to 2 pounds. Item location is Norristown, Pennsylvania. If the sales tax is collected, it will be from a buyer in Pennsylvania, so we're going to apply shipping and handling costs to sales tax. All right. We do accept returns. We're going to leave that toggled. We're going to provide 14 days for a return. Refunds will be given as money back. Return shipping will be paid by the buyer, and we do want to charge a 20% restocking fee. So, any additional return policy details we can put in here. So let's copy them from our return policy. Copy, back to eBay, paste, and we're going to click Continue. All right, so eBay is telling us that we need to select a shipping service, select a shipping cost, and link a PayPal account. So let's go down. Here we go. PayPal account is not linked at this point, so we actually can't do it. And we're going to do economy shipping with UPS SurePost, and we're going to put the shipping cost at $9 for our catch-all. All right. Handling time will be, we're going to target 2 business days. We've got our package type correct, and we're going to click Continue. All right, as you can see right here, at the time of this recording, we don't actually have our PayPal account linked back. We're waiting on an email back to enter that information into the eBay account that we've got. But at this point, normally you would see product arriving in your all items sold. So that should give you a good idea of exactly how everything is brought in to the eBay and created in a listing. So since we don't have the PayPal account and we can't actually show you how it looks in the store, we're going to go ahead and save this as a draft. All right, save for later. All right, and here we have it under our sell your item tab here, and we'll be able to come back and make that live once we get our PayPal account linked. Now, the main component that we're going to need to track for accounting purposes is the items that we have in the inventory for eBay, because the goal here is to make sure that our items for sale that are on eBay are also available in the retail store so they sell as fast as possible and give the most benefit to the stakeholder. So we've gone ahead and created an Excel spreadsheet here that will actually allow for eBay inventory management for the eBay manager. Now, to enter an item into this spreadsheet, which will be on the eBay machine that we've got in the office, we've got a lot of data points here that will provide us some insight 30, 60, 90 days down the line as to how our eBay store is doing beyond what eBay automatically provides us. So to populate the item description, we'll go back to our Word document, take the title, there we go. We're going to paste it into the item description box. Okay. So we're going to go to our donor, right? Because we're going to need to manage this, because the folks that start donating to us for the eBay are going to want a little bit of accolades, a little bit of credit for what they're doing. So this is going to be Angelina Mae Johnson. There we go. Sale price $29.99 as we placed it into eBay. It is not going to be at auction. That's going to be at the actual sale price. And here is the inventory number that will be assigned to the item as it goes into our eBay inventory at the retail location warehouse. Now we've populated that first item. We'll go ahead and set up item number 2. Create the inventory number for number 2. And once we actually go ahead and sell it, we'll put the date sold right on there. So let's save our spreadsheet and close out of it. And there you have it. One of the key pieces of the process to enter an item into the eBay store and therefore into the eBay inventory is taking it from the donation to the product studio that we're going to be setting up at the Marion's Attic location. Now, pretty much everybody has a smartphone, but the eBay manager really needs to modify the picture taking process a little bit so that we get the highest quality images that provide the customer the best view of the product. To do that, we're going to need a system that will allow us to show the item in the greatest detail. Now, one of the solutions that we found that would support the Marion's Attic eBay studio is made by a company called Stylus. Now, Stylus creates smartphone cases for pretty much any smartphone that's out there on the market, but as you can see, each one of these cases has a removable back. So, for example, this one for the iPhone 6. It sells at a retail price of $44.95. This little disc back here is actually removable, and if you take a look at it, it does work as a kickstand if you want to review stuff on the fly, but it's also removable. And Stylus also sells an attachment called the revolver kit that actually allows an attachment that connects to the back of the iPhone. So inside of the revolver kit, you have a choice of lenses, and hopefully here we'll get some good example photos. Okay, so for example here on this one, so this here is an attachment. This connects to the back of the phone case, and different lenses will pop out of this that connect magnetically to the camera that's already inherent to the iPhone. So again, all right, so right here, this is an example. This is a zoom lens called a macro that will allow you to take detailed pictures. This one here, if they actually had that one connected, would be a fisheye lens, which could be a little bit of an artistic addition to one of the listings. But specifically for our jewelry stuff and stuff that's engraved with really delicate handwork, we want to take pictures that actually facilitate showing that kind of detail. And this lens kit, which is quite affordable, I believe the whole package comes in at less than $150, will allow the eBay manager to create the right photos that will actually boost sales. And there you go. I believe the revolver comes in at around $120 shipped, and the case is about $45 to $50 shipped. So there you have it. Once those pictures have been taken by the eBay manager's smartphone, it's a very simple process. They go into their photos function, select all of the product photos, and they email them to the Laurel House Online at gmail.com, and those photos will appear just the same way that we did in our demonstration. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation, and we wish you the greatest success in your online enterprise. Thanks.